Hi, Gemini. Let's see what the universe is wanting to tell you. My readings are timeless. When you find them is when you're meant to hear the messages. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if the reading does not resonate for you at all, don't try to make it fit. Spirit, what is coming in for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know at this time? This is for the collective. So, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Cusp viewers, but cross watchers are welcome. And I will never contact you and offer you any readings. If anyone does that, they are scammers. Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? What is coming in for them? Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. What else for Gemini, Spirit? The month of June. Okay, well, we are in the month of June, so this month could be important. You could be a June Gemini. Something could be happening this month. Something could have happened last June. Um, Something could be happening next June. Something that started this June or last June. It could be culminating within a year. You could be dealing with someone else born in the month of June. What else, Spirit? What else for Gemini? Okay. Too many, but I see dragon. Beware of self-delusion. So there's a need for you to maybe be very honest with yourself about something. What else, Spirit? With the hammock, this taking a vacation physically or mentally, you may need to do that. You may be actually going on a vacation. A lot of people do go on vacations in the summer, but it may not be that you're taking a vacation. It may be that you need to. Even if it's just a mental vacation, a break. Maybe you're overthinking things. You've got a lot going on. Again, too many coming out with it, but we see the star. Guaranteed success. Nice. You're going to have some kind of success here. What else, Spirit? The hammock could be even talking about the fact that, you could be getting some kind of success. It's going to allow you to vacation, to rest physically and mentally. January came out. So we have the month of June, we have the month of January. So something that could be happening now, this month, could be culminating by January, or something. These could be separate in some way. Something could have happened last January, something could be happening next January, and you could be dealing with someone born in the month of January. All the things I said for June pretty much goes with January. On the bottom of the deck, we see egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. And that is important to this reading in some way. You are going to have success, but you do need to plan and work hard, and you will have the success. That is important in some way to this reading. And we're going to clarify. We're going to see what's going on. Spirit, show me the hammock for Gemini. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. Why is hammock here? Show me the hammock. The Ten of Swords. King of Wands, masculine, fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And we have the High Priestess, which is Virgo, Pisces energy, Ten of Cups, 10, 10. So tens are the very end in tarot, okay? But they do make way for new beginnings to start. It's the very end. And it allows you to start, to begin new. The worst of the situation is over. And I feel like that's the case here with this King of Wands. I don't feel like the King of Wands is your energy. I do feel like that's someone else in your energy. They could have fire in their chart. They don't have to. Disregard gender, because there's no gender in tarot. There's only energy. The King of Wands can be a feminine, but they're in their masculine energy regardless. But I do feel like, that there was a painful ending here that you had with the King of Wands. He could just be someone, he doesn't have to have fire in his chart, but he he is someone who's very charismatic, someone who is a go-getter, could be a entrepreneur. He's someone who's just very dynamic, smooth talking, that sort of thing. I just noticed this, but yeah, look, the Judgment card, because I do feel like this person is coming back around here. This is someone that you may have children with. You may have had a family with this person. If you did not, then you thought you were going to. That's, you this is someone that you wanted the family with, the home, stability with this person, happily ever after. You thought you're going to have happily ever after with them, but it didn't turn out. Now I do feel like they're coming back. Um, I feel like here with the high priestess that you were dealing with someone who maybe was withholding things. They weren't being on the up and up. There were secrets. There were things that they were keeping hidden from you that maybe contributed to the ending here. But it was a painful ending. Now I feel like they're in their King of Wands energy because they are determined. King of Wands is someone who's very determined and he goes after what he wants. And I feel like this person is in King of Wands energy because of that. They're determined. They're coming forward here. But I feel like the worst of the situation is over for you. And I feel like you're getting hammock because I do feel like you went through a very difficult time in your life, a very painful ending. And you may still be overthinking this. You may be, stressed and just needing to take a vacation, need to rest. You're mentally and physically, you may just need that rest. Spirit, show me 10 of Swords. And I feel like you could just be healing still. You're still in that healing energy with the hammock. And you're needing to rest and just mentally take break. Spirit, show me 10 of Swords. But I feel like, and maybe you've been doing that. Maybe you have been nurturing yourself. If you have not, then I do feel like you need to. But I feel like resting and healing over the connection is going to allow you to finally let this go. But the problem is I feel like just as you finally are looking towards the sun, and I'm very drawn to the fact that she's got her back to the shadow and she's looking towards the sun. She's looking towards that new day. Just as you start doing that is when I feel like this person's coming back around. Spirit, show me 10 of Swords. Why is 10 of Swords here? Look at that. 10 of Pentacles now. So we 10, 10, 10. 4 of Pentacles. And the Hangman. Pisces energy with the Hangman. Yeah, I feel like, I feel like this was difficult because I do feel like that this is someone that you wanted the 10 of Pentacles with, okay? I feel like you wanted this home, family, stability, and security with this person. And for some of you, you may have had it at one point. I don't feel like everyone this is going to resonate for may have had that with this person, but that's what you were looking for. And I don't feel like that came to fruition. And, I feel like this is a situation that you felt very stuck about. But I feel like you're not anymore. I feel like you have been letting go. You've been letting go and you have been, seeing things from a different perspective now. Spirit, show me 10 of Pentacles. That you don't need this person maybe for that 10 of Pentacles, You can have the 10 of Pentacles yourself without this person. Spirit, show me 10 of Pentacles. Why is 10 of Pentacles here? Okay. Hold on. So many. Let's see what we got here. Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That's your natural air energy, Gemini. And I feel like that is the energy that you are in now. You are the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords will listen to what people have to say, but she will cut them out if they do not come at her correctly. She is very discerning, and she won't tolerate any nonsense. And that's the energy that I feel like you are in. And you've got someone coming in, the Chariot. They're rushing in here. They want to heal the connection with the star. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles. Someone who's stable and secure and nurturing. And you may very well be that person. But I feel like when this person does come in, they're coming in towards the Queen of Pentacles. Someone they see as this nurturing, giving, abundant Queen of Pentacles, but they're going to be met by the Queen of Swords. You know, they want to heal the connection. The star is Aquarius energy. They want to heal things with you, but I do feel like you're going to meet them as the Queen of Swords, feminine air energy. I don't know if I said it with the Queen of Pentacles, but feminine earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have earth heavy in your chart too, but I definitely feel like they see you in the queen as the Queen of Pentacles. And like I said before, some of you may have family with this person, you know, had a family with this person, have children with this person or whatever. And that may be why they see you in that earthy Queen of Pentacles energy. But they definitely see you as the Queen of Pentacles, and they're wanting to rush in towards you, and they want to heal the connection with you. Spirit, show me June. But I do feel like you are not in that energy. You are actually in your natural Queen of Swords energy. You're being discerning, and you may be, you know, with other people in the Queen of Pentacles energy, for sure. People you trust, people you care about. But with this person, I feel like trust has been gone, and you are in the Queen of Swords energy with them. Spirit, show me June. Why is June here? Show me June. 10 of Wands. Feeling very overburdened. Look at that. The King of Swords. The King of Swords coming out now. We saw you as the Queen of Swords. Now this person is showing as the King of Swords. They do see themselves as your divine counterpart. This person with the King of Swords is making a plan to take action here towards you. Possibly, I feel like they're making this plan in June. The King of Swords, he is the king of action. Once he makes the decision, once he makes his plan, he then goes into action, and he takes decisive action. This person could have air in their chart too. They could be another Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius. They don't have to be, though. I just feel like they're still in the contemplation. This King of Swords is sitting there contemplating and deciding what to do and making the decision to do so. And so I don't feel like this person is probably taking action in June, but we're going to keep clarifying to kind of get a feel. But I do feel like they are making the decision because they feel very overburdened here with the Ten of Wands. They are wanting to, I feel like, lay down some burdens in their life so that they can come towards you. Spirit, show me the Ten of Wands, and why is the Ten of Wands here? Show me the Ten of Wands. I'm sorry if my voice is a little off. I have been battling an illness. I wouldn't say battling. It was like a really bad cold or something. Spirit, show me the Ten of Wands, but it does have my throat a little scratchy and stuff, so I am going to probably take a minute and take a drink in just a second. Spirit, show me Ten of Wands. Why is it here? Two of Cups. Look at that. Yeah, let me get a drink. Okay, thank you. Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Look at that. Yeah, they are taking action towards you. They are going to take action towards you. I don't know if it's in June or if they're just contemplating this and deciding it in June, but the Knight of Wands is action. That is an action card. That's someone taking brave, impulsive action forward. They want this connection back, this Two of Cups. This is a soulmate, but just know, Gemini, that we have many soulmates in this lifetime. And soulmates are souls that we agree, and before we come to this lifetime, that we will meet up here and we will teach each other lessons and work through karma and stuff. And that's what I feel like here with this person. But they want to take brave, impulsive action forward. There's some burdens in their life that I feel like, you know, there's something about where maybe they're feeling overburdened, where they have too much on their plate or something, but they need to lay those down so that they can do this. Spirit, show me Two of Cups. Why is Two of Cups here? Ace of Cups. Wow. And the Two of Cups with the Ace of Cups is Three of Cups, Five of Cups here on the bottom of the deck. With the Ace of Cups is Six Cups. Man, this person is tore up. Okay. This person is in severe regret, severe sadness over what they no longer have. They are very, very nostalgic. I feel like this is someone who could be, looking at your pictures, watching your social media, extremely nostalgic and sad over what they no longer have. And they're coming in to offer you this new beginning, this reconciliation. They want a reunion here. Spirit, show me January. This is someone wanting to come back in. They could be very depressed right now. Things may not be working out very well for them, but mostly I just feel like they're sad. They're realizing what they've lost here, and they're really sad. Spirit, show me January. Why is January here? King of Pentacles. Wow. Masculine earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with the Six of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. I want to dig a little deeper. Knight of Swords. So what I do feel like here with the January is that, we saw you over here as Queen of Pentacles. We've also seen you as the Queen of Swords. Okay. And what I feel like here is that you've got this person. There he is, King of Wands. You've got this person coming in, rushing in here as the Knight of Swords, wanting to tell you something, wanting to have a conversation. Someone who I feel like, didn't actually, did we see him as the King of Wands or just as the King of Swords? I think we did see him as the King of Wands, didn't we? And then we saw him as the King of Swords. But I feel like this is something that you may walk away from, I feel like you're working on something in the material world here, and you are going to be getting some kind of success. And I feel like this person is coming in once again, trying to match your energy. We saw you as the Queen of Swords, and they came out as the King of Swords. We see that they see you as the King of Pentacles, and they're coming in to be the King of Pentacles. They want to offer long term here. They want to offer stability, a commitment. They want to get to the 10 of Pentacles with you, which is having it all: home, family, stability. But I feel like you may walk away, and because I do feel like you're getting some kind of success here with the Six of Wands. It could be something that you're doing in the material world. You could be seen by the public. You could have a social media thing where you're doing, but I definitely feel like you're getting some kind of success, and you may walk away from this person, but they are coming in to, I feel like, match your energy. Spirit, be that King of Pentacles. And in the past, it's very possible that you wanted that. That's what I think I said that over here with the 10 of Pentacles. You wanted that. You wanted someone long term, someone that you would be together for many, many years and have children and grandchildren. Even if you don't want children, you would be together with them for many years and be that Queen and King of Pentacles. That's long term stability, security. Maybe that you wanted that with this person. I feel like you did. And maybe they didn't at that time. But I definitely feel like they want that now. Spirit, show me King of Pentacles. Why is King of Pentacles here? And I do feel like, with this egg, success assured with good plans and hard work, I feel like if you do want this person back, if you do, that if you work hard on this and everything, that I feel like you will get to what you want with this person. If you want to put the time, energy, and resources into this person, because we all have free will, and you may have put a lot of time, energy into this connection in the past, and it didn't work out so well, and you may not want to do it again. Spirit, show me King of Pentacles. Why is it here? The Four of Cups, because they do not want to miss the opportunity again. They missed it in the past. They don't want to miss it again. They may have walked away from you in the past, but they're coming back in. Like I said, I think you may walk away this time. There's King of Wands. King of Wands goes after what he wants. He's very determined. Masculine fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're rushing in with this to tell you something, to have a conversation. They want to stop you from, they want you to turn around, walk back to them. They feel like they missed the opportunity with you. Spirit, show me Four of Cups. Show me Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles. They're offering something in the material world. It could just be a commitment. It could be a gift that they're bringing in. But the Three of Wands, we keep seeing you turning your back. You with your back to the connection. They're bringing in Four of Cups. They're sitting here, sad that they missed the opportunity. Bummed is what I feel. And I don't always feel that from the Four of Cups. Sometimes I feel nonchalance or ambivalence with the Four of Cups. But that's not what I'm feeling from this Four of Cups. From this Four of Cups, I'm feeling bummed. Bummed that they missed the opportunity. Sad over it. And we saw you with the Eight of Cups walking away. They're sad. They know you're walking away. They know you're turning your back. Over here, Ten of Swords. You've got your back towards the future instead of the past. I feel like they know that somehow. Maybe because they are watching your social media and stuff. But I feel like you're just looking towards the future, and you've got this person coming in wanting to offer you something real, something in the material world. Queen of Cups. Now, you've come out as Three of the Four Queens. So you're definitely an Empress energy. You are growing something. And I felt that with the egg too, which I feel like, if you do want to, whatever you choose to do, it's going to be a success. Whether you want to, I feel like there's something you could be doing in the material world, and I feel like you're going to get success with that. Your ships are coming in, and you know it, and you're looking towards the future because you know that. You're waiting for your ships to come in on something that I feel like you're putting your time, energy into. And Queen of Cups here. You're the Empress. You're growing something. She is the birther, not just of children, but of new ideas. She's a nurturer. She grows everything around her. Everything she touches just grows. And I feel like that's the energy that you're in. You're in that Empress energy. And with the Queen of Cups, though, I feel like this is someone that you did hold a lot of love for. You gave that unconditional love for this person. And now I feel like you're turning that love towards yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're giving to yourself. It is healing you. It is allowing you to move on. And that is what I feel like you're doing. And I feel like it's going to be up to you whether or not you take this person back. Spirit, give me an oracle card for Gemini. But I feel for most of you, you've already went through the most difficult part of this, and you are looking now towards the future. And just as you are finally moving on from it, this person's showing back up. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance. What guidance do you have for Gemini? They could, we feel people's energy that we're connected to. The people that we're connected to, we have energetic ties to those people, and we can feel. And this person may feel it. They may feel that you're cutting those ties, that those ties are no longer, bound to you. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance, and that you are moving on, and they may not, and that may be the trigger that makes them come forward here. We have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. I'm going to read it to you. Let me get a drink, because I do not want to cough while I'm reading this to you. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When Swan Spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is knowledge you are not aware of and great treasures to discover. deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from greater self knowledge is what you need right now to better understand a situation or relationship. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so too will you come to better know others. So, Swan Spirit asked you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. Know there is much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to dive deep into your why, asking the deeper questions of yourself. You are led by the grace of Swan Spirit. So, that hammock may be talking in some part about needing to do that, needing to go within, do some meditation, get out in nature, take a break mentally, physically, and just, start asking yourself, what do I want and why? And I'll dive deep into it. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, Gemini, please like the video.